Country Radio World, and welcome to my review for the following Season 2, Episodes 1 to 6 that are currently being aired at the moment. I just recently finished watching Episode 6 and I figured, you know what, it's time to talk about this show. It's time to share my thoughts and opinions on the series so far. So let's talk about the following Season 2. Why did you black out the sun? So the following, if you haven't heard the show, I would please recommend you to start watching this video. This video will contain spoilers on Season 2 and information on Season 1. If you haven't heard the show, basically an idea that was given by Kevin Williamson. Season 1 was basically Joe Carroll was a convicted serial killer. He was a poet, he was a writer. He got caught by John Hardy, played by Kevin Bacon's character. He got put into prison and basically put on this master plan into effect, and it builds up to a cult, and it just goes from there. And Season 1 I felt pretty intense. I think it was pretty awesome to some degree. Each episode was very unpredictable in terms of which character it killed off left, right, centre. Good guys, bad guys. The plot kept thickened, it kept getting expanded and getting even more over the top and even more awesome in a sense. And I gotta admit, the writing was pretty good and the characters were very interesting, and some of those relationships between some of the serial killers was just generally quite fascinating just to see on screen. Really good writing by Kevin Williamson. I felt it lost its way a little bit towards the last couple of episodes. I felt it went a little bit too over the top and he didn't know where it was going to go. I think basically he had an idea for a one-off series, a one-off idea, but I think he got renewed for a second season. I think he did, oh crap, okay, so I better rethink my ending a little bit. So I thought the ending was a little bit predictable and a bit rushed, and it kind of makes sense really, leading into a Season 2. But as Season 1 as it stands, I felt it was a very entertaining series. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's very fun, it's very entertaining. Kevin Bacon's awesome in it, of course, and you get some really good conflicts, really good lines and moments which are just so cool and badass, definitely for sure. Season 2, when I first heard about it, I was very skeptical. The fact there was a Season 2, I wasn't sure where they're going to take it, being the fact of what happens within Season 1, of course. So many things went down in Season 1, and it's kind of like, how can you do a Season 2? It will be the same thing twice, basically. And I've watched the first 6 episodes so far of the series, and I gotta say, I'm actually pretty enjoying it. It's actually got to that nice little middle point of the moment where it's actually starting to cooking, it's starting to get a bit more badass again, and characters yet again getting cut off left, right and centre. I like that. I like a show that can actually challenge me and actually can keep me engaged for a good 40 odd minutes for an episode. The storyline for Season 2 so far is basically set 1 year after the events of the first series. It's set within New York. John Hardy's kind of moved on. He's kind of still kind of tracking down the original cult members that were involved in Season 1, Emma's character and some of the other members, and basically there's been word of the resurrection, this kind of new cult, the kind of subway attacks are happening, and there's a new cult forming, and he wants Joe Cole to come back. And we find out in the very first episode that Joe Cole is actually alive, and he is alive and he's well. And I like the fact that they addressed that in the very first episode, being the fact that if they kind of built it up throughout the first half of the series, like, oh, he's dead, oh, he's alive kind of thing, that would have really annoyed me. But the fact they addressed it straight away, I felt was really cool. Not the fact he had a beard and a kind of accent kind of thing like that, and I like to see his kind of state of mind and where he is at the moment is really interesting. And of course it all builds up to this kind of new cult, and with this kind of new new killer in a way called Lily. She's kind of fascinated with Joe Carroll, kind of worships him in a sense, the idea of family, the idea of a new group. And I like the fact that she's manipulating the audience a little bit throughout the duration of the series. Quite interesting, and some good twists and turns definitely throughout the first 6 episodes, and some characters getting killed off, and some general kind of surprises that I really did like, oh crap, I didn't expect that to see that coming kind of thing. I like the fact that John Hardy's kind of more of a vigilante this time in this series. He's kind of investigating the other cult members, and he's still convinced that Joe Cole is still alive, and they kind of they do explain and give explanations why certain things happen during the first series. So I think that was really cool, and I like the people he's helping along. He's got a niece along with another detective in a sense, and you got some of the original cast members from the first series to come back as well, which is really cool. And things are just happening, and it gets really intense, it's really action packed, and I love the fact that John Hardy's not pissing around anymore. He's willing to kill anyone basically. He's not part of the FBI, he's going rogue, he's going vigilante, and if a killer's going after him, he will take him down, he will shoot him, he will stab him. And I love that. It's no restrictions anymore, and they got rid of that stupid pacemaker kind of, you know, heart attack thing that they had in the first series, because that I felt was just a very cheap cop way of basically saying, oh, we can't catch the killer. They've completely got rid of that now, which is fantastic. You know, it is over the top, it is a bit cheesy in some places, and it is just so fun of a series to watch. If you like Scream, basically, then you're going to love this series. It's basically this Scream idea, but expanded in a way. It's the cult of serial killers. You got so much dramatic going on between the good guys and the bad guys, more compasses back and forth, and you get to know a bit more about each personality and their state of mind, and it's just interesting. I like to see where they take this show for the rest of the series. It looks like something she's going to go down now within the next half of the series. Really curious to see what's going to happen. Is it going to be a third series? You know, are they going to drag it out until it's, you know, beating dead horse in a sense? Because I think season 2 was pushing it. I wasn't sure how they're going to, you know, do it, and then to be honest, to my surprise, they've actually surprised me and actually give me an entertaining, you know, first 6 episodes, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm curious to see what the next half is. Season 3, is it going to be a season 3? Where are they going to end it? Where's this all leading to, in a sense? Don't know what's going to happen. Look forward to it. I love the fact that shows do that, and yeah, I would do another review on the last load of episodes when it all finishes. So what are your thoughts and opinions on the following season 1? What are your thoughts and opinions on season 2 if you're still watching it right now? If you haven't watched the following, go and check it out. It's actually a pretty entertaining show. If you like the idea of serial killers, if you like your Scream, and you like good acting, and you like a bit of Kevin Bacon, you know, kicking some ass in a sense, go and check out the following, it's pretty good. That's been my review for the following episode 1 to 6. Hope you enjoy watching this review. Some of your thoughts and opinions, guys, comment down below. So in the meantime, Andrew from TV, signing out.